Today, we are in Woodland Park, Colorado, the city above the clouds. Come with us as we hike in Pike National Forest and then stop for some delicious barbecue. We'll stroll through downtown, visit Memorial Park, and enjoy a sweet treat from the legendary donut mill. Grab your hiking shoes and your appetite. Let's go. We started our day in Woodland Park with a hike, and when it comes to hiking near Woodland Park, you really can't go wrong. There are so many great trails. We have previously done Mule Creek Trail, which we absolutely loved. I'll link our Mule Creek video at the end if you're interested in checking out that hike. But today we wanted to try something a little bit different. So after reading some online reviews, we settled on Lovell Gulch Trail in Pike National Forest. There is a free small parking lot near the trailhead. It probably fills up pretty quickly on the weekends. We were there on a Friday, and there were still plenty of spots. According to the U.S. Forest Service website, the hike is approximately 4.5 miles round trip. The trail is a lollipop loop. It starts on a straight path, and then it connects to a loop. So it looks like a lollipop. When you reach the loop, you have the option of going left or right, and it's a very different hike depending on which direction you choose. About 3/4 of a mile in, you'll see this sign, and you'll have the option, to go left or right. And everything that we have read has said to go right, counterclockwise at the sign, because it's a more gradual incline. It's a loop, so you'll still end up in the same place, but apparently this is just maybe a less strenuous incline. If you decide to go right at the loop like we did and go counterclockwise, you'll travel upstream for about 1.5 miles before connecting to Rampart Range Road. Hiking, biking, and horseback riding are all allowed on this trail. It is a beautiful forest with some shade and moose. If you're lucky enough to see a moose from a distance, we didn't see any, but we saw a lot of signs that there were moose in the area. The trail is well marked, so you shouldn't have any trouble following the path. We came up out of the forest following trail 706. And that's our view. When you come out of the forest and reach higher ground near Rampart Range Road, you have some really stunning views of Pikes Peak and Ute Pass. Some beautiful aspen trees. This is probably amazing in the fall. Going right at the sign at the beginning seems to have been the right call, because we would have been walking up this, and it's a pretty steep downhill. I will admit that the steep downhill was a little hard on the knees, and I wish I'd had a walking stick like Randy. And we made it back to the sign. I'll put a timestamp right here so you know how long it took us. Lovell Gulch Trail was a nice trail with pretty views, but I think that we like Mule Creek Trail a bit better, so if you can only do one, I would recommend Mule Creek Trail. After the hike, we stopped for lunch at Roy's Crew Barbecue. This laid-back, no-frills spot has a casual atmosphere where you place your order at the counter and wait for your number to be called when your food is ready. The meals are served on metal trays, and it just has that old-time barbecue feel, which I love. Barbecue is the star of the menu at Roy's Crew, but they also offer much more than smoked meats. They also serve Southern comfort foods like chicken fried steak smothered in gravy, mac and cheese, biscuits, and crispy fried catfish.
They even serve breakfast all day, so there's something to satisfy every appetite.
You can eat your meal outside and enjoy a beautiful view.
After lunch, I wanted to check out the bear statue outside the public library and some other photo ops like the giant rocking chair in front of Williams Log Cabin Furniture and Antler Alley. The Antler Arch facing Highway 24 has an interesting history. The original arch was built decades ago by a local resident who owned an antler shop nearby. Over the years, the antlers began to deteriorate and eventually started falling from the structure, which was a safety hazard. So the arch was taken down, and about 10 years ago, the Woodland Park Arts Alliance, with the help of community donations, rebuilt the iconic arch along Highway 24. A second arch on the opposite side of the alley was added a bit later. Across the street from the original Antler Arch sits the former Colorado Midland Railway depot, a reminder of the railroad's important role in Woodland Park's history. The arrival of the railroad helped transform this small mountain community into a thriving town. They had a booming lumber industry, and there were travelers that came through the area on their way to the gold camps of Cripple Creek and Victor. Our next stop was the donut mill for a sweet treat. This local favorite has been serving oversized donuts and homemade baked goods since 1977. They have giant cinnamon rolls that measure like 10 to 12 inches across. They were huge. The display case just always has lots of tempting options. We ordered a maple bacon fritter, and it was delicious.
We're outside the donut mill where we got a sweet treat after Roy's Crew barbecue. And there's a Sasquatch. I'm not sure I'm saying that right. I'll just call him Bigfoot because I'm obsessed with these that you can get a photo with. So stop at the donut mill for donuts, ice cream, and a picture.
Right next to the donut mill, you will find Cafe Leo, which is another great local place for sweet treats. They have house-made Pop-Tarts, which are really delicious with a lot of fun flavors. So check them out too.
We are now at Memorial Park, and they have a farmer's market every Friday. But we just missed it. I'll put in the summer. They have it every Friday in the summer, so I'll put the hours up.
We were disappointed about missing the farmer's market. That was just poor planning on our part. But we did enjoy spending some time at Memorial Park. It's a beautiful, well-maintained park. The small lake is stocked with fish, and so you can fish there if you have a fishing license. There's also a playground and a small creek where kids can wade in the water, and lots of walking paths around the green space. It's not very far from downtown, and it's a great place to spend some time, especially if you're traveling with kids. Woodland Park has so many gems, and we only got to visit a few on this trip. There's also the Dinosaur Resource Center and Ute Pass History Park, two places that we hope to check out next time that we're in town. Thanks so much for coming along with us. We'll see you on the next adventure, but don't leave yet.
Wait, is it a Sasquatch or a Sasquatch? It's a Sasquatch, isn't it? Oh, geez. I'm obsessed with them, but I can't say them right.